So I read a few stories of guys who were telling some war stories of autograph collecting, and I thought Bryan here said, I drove 4 hours to try and get John Cleese's autograph in person outside a venue last year.
Oh my god.
That is fucking brutal.
He only became a Cleese fan recently once he started talking about like cancel culture and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, I had not heard of this gentleman before. Apparently he used to be in a comedy troupe, but yeah, that's a sad one. But I guess Monty Python is a legendary comedy group. So
there were only 2 of us waiting, and we got completely snubbed. No thanks to rude security. The worst part was waiting for over an hour in the freezing winter cold. No wait. The worst part was waiting over an hour in the freezing winter cold and getting snubbed. Nonetheless, we got signed copies of his book before his show. I really wanted a cool experience with John Cleese and a personalized photograph, but beggars can't be choosers. Well, I can. I still love John Cleese, but we'll always have that bad memory of what happened. Your Bill Murray story made me feel a little better. So somebody got snubbed by
yeah. I mean, I can see Bill Murray doing it for sure. Like,
I think Bill Murray notoriously does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
he's an old man,
and he's always showing up places. He's crazy like that, you know. Here's one. Here's a good war story. Michael T said, I'm older now, and I haven't collected autographs in a real long time. But I've been teaching my nephew the ropes lately, as he's just become of autograph hound age. So I don't know what age autograph hound, like where you become the age.
I would think
it feels like 8 years old.
16. Maybe you can drive.
Okay. I don't know. I would say like once you're like an adult, I think. You know what I mean? I would say even like 20 and above. I would say maybe. Right? Yeah, but when I picture autograph hound, I'm picturing like older guys, you know.
Oh, I definitely am. I definitely am. But I just wonder when you actually can become one in there.
You gotta start teaching. You know what I mean? When it's time for you to start getting your lesson, how old his nephew was.
Yeah.
And here he tells us, memory of my one regret collecting resurfaced recently. It was when I put my empathetic nature over my cause. Michael Jordan was driving with Bulls teammate Cliff Levingston out of the Bulls practice facility, and nobody was bothering Levingston for his autograph while MJ was mobbed. I talked to Cliff Levingston the whole time because he looked like it was an awkward moment for him, and I never got Jordan to ink his name that day. I ended up having many other opportunities a few years later, but during that interim, I did not know why I was not a bit more assertive. There feels like there's something of a lesson to be learned in there.
Yeah, this is so funny. This is a whole thread of the bit. Sorry, Chris. But when Homer talks about like missing out on meeting Mr. T at the mall, and it's like completely, it's so funny, and it's played up for laughs, obviously. But like this is a whole thread of guys having their Mr. T moment.
Yeah. That is incredible. Yeah, that's rough. I guess that's tough.
It's not. He acted like a fucking human. You know what I mean? Like his big regret
was being a nice guy to someone.
Yeah, that's kind of tough though when you look back at your life and you're just like, fuck, there was that moment when I was like fucking showed humanity towards a fucking person that was like needing it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm always looking back at times where I was like, did the right thing, and I'm like, fuck that, man.
Yeah. Thanks for the Joe Sandoval says, being polite to the player/celebrity should always be number one. I was at one game where Ichiro was signing, and the guy in front of us started cursing him out just because he wouldn't sign the quote sweet spot of his ball.
Okay, that's
okay.
That's outrageous.
That's nuts.
Also, like Ichiro's like known to be like so nice.
Apparently one of the nicest guys, coolest guys around. Like,
and there's a language barrier.
Yeah,
I know he didn't speak English when he came over to the league at all. So I mean, maybe that played into it. He like asked him to sign it somewhere, and he didn't know what he was referring to. Also, who cared? Like he's nice enough to sign it for you, and you're gonna complain about where it's signed.
You're cursing at him. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're supposed to sign the sweet spot, which I didn't look up the sweet spot. So
I would imagine I know where it is. I would imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Well, it's hard to describe. you know, especially to a like guy like
Yeah,
you.
it's
I'm
like
not a rube.
it's like the G spot.
It's like
Yes.
yeah, but guys like me can find it very easy, but a guy like you might struggle, if you know what I'm saying. I think we know where the sweet spot on the ball is.
I think I know where a clitoris is, and also the inside thing.
the inside thing.
Yeah, the inside
okay,
thing.
no, never mind. This guy fucks.
Yeah,
This
he
guy-
knows what he's talking about. He knows there's an inside thing too.
Yeah,
he's a
there's an
sex
outside and an inside. It's something, man. I'm not a sex guy. I just know things about anatomy.
Sure,
My,
yeah,
my wife's anatomy.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's fine.
MAB Celebrity Services is a collectible store in Fairfield, New Jersey, and Leslie Shuri. Now, this might not be a guy. This might be a lady, but you know, I thought I was posted here. Sent in items almost a year ago to be signed by Chuck Norris. I've sent numerous messages with there's something so funny about it being Chuck Norris to me.
Yeah,
Oh
I've sent
man.
numerous
just
messages
realized-
with no
sorry.
reply.
I just realized something though. Like maybe Chuck Norris can't sign an autograph. Maybe an autograph signs Chuck Norris. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you. At first, before I realized you were doing a Chuck Norris joke, I thought you were gonna say he's like far too old and weak now to
Well,
sign.
that's also
That's not-
the reality. I
Yeah.
think possibly.
He's quite old, I believe.
Yeah, but
He's
tough.
elderly. Yeah.
He knows how to kick. We know that.
Yeah.
But this person, they sent numerous messages with no replies. Every phone number listed for the business is bad. I would never ever do business with them again. Can't believe any celebrity or athlete would want to be associated with them either. Bad business. Now, I like the little part of that says I would never ever do business with them again. That they can't find the phone number anyway.
Yeah.
They actually
you're,
can't do business with
they're
them.
not giving you an option to do business with them anymore. They maybe don't even do business